We've learned in previous lessons a bit about how neurons communicate with one another, passing along signals and interacting in groups, often called networks or circuits, that give rise to complex behaviors. All the activity we've talked about so far basically assumed fixed circuitry. An action potential in one neuron causes synaptic release, passing on the signal to another neuron or population of neurons. So far, we've only considered the case where the wiring and the strengths of the synapses are effectively constant over time, sort of like how the electrical wiring in your house doesn't change. This light switch turns on that light, and that's pretty much that, unless you hire an electrician to change things. But neuronal circuits are quite different. Neuronal circuits are constantly changing and adapting to the environment. And one of the brain's most amazing and fascinating features is its ability to change in response to various internal and external stimuli. Scientists call this ability to change neuronal plasticity, or simply plasticity. The term plasticity comes from the Greek word plastikos, meaning mold, and when neuroscientists say that a circuit is plastic, they mean that it can be changed or molded by experience. This is the same root as the word that's used for what we call plastics, the material, and also the term plastic surgery, though obviously the sense in which each usage is invokes the mold idea in a different way. You may have already heard this term neuroplasticity in advertisements for products that are supposed to make you smarter, and this isn't the first time that marketers have tried to appropriate a scientific term to try to sell you something. There's not a lot of evidence to support the idea that brain training programs like these have any real benefits, but the phenomenon of neuroplasticity is quite real. In fact, right now, as you watch this lesson, your brain is changing due to neuronal plasticity. Basically, anytime you remember anything, anytime you experience something new, anytime your nervous system adapts your walking gait to changes in the shape of your body, for instance due to weight gain or weight loss, your nervous system is changing. It's happening basically all the time, tuning your nervous system to changes in the environment, changes in your behavior, and changes in your body. Many aspects of neuronal plasticity, especially at the whole system level, are still very much open areas of research today. Here, we'll introduce you to the fundamentals of what we know about neuronal circuits and how they learn and change. In a neuroscientific context, plasticity is an umbrella term that refers to changes in neuronal pathways and synapses. These changes could occur in response to changes in our environment, or changes in our behavior, or even in response to injury. The whole point of plasticity is to allow us to adapt to a changing world on a timescale that's faster than what evolution allows. As we'll see shortly, plasticity can occur on a variety of levels, ranging from local changes at the level of individual synapses, to changes involving significant reorganization of neuronal circuits, for instance in response to injury, and from short-term, moment-to-moment changes in synaptic efficacy, to changes in synaptic strength that can last a lifetime. In the next few lessons, we'll walk you through several classical examples of plasticity at each of these scales.